Welcome, kindred spirits, to a place of positivity, passion, and purpose. Hello, fellow enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Sandra Dickinson. Sandra Dickinson Searles, born October 20, 1948, is an American-British actress. She trained at the Central School of Speech and Drama in London. She has often played characters within the trope of a dumb blonde with a high-pitched voice. In the following segment, we'll be examining early life in greater detail. Dickinson was born in Washington, District of Columbia, and grew up in Maryland with her younger brother. Her father, Harold Fahrenheit Searles, was a psychoanalyst. Her mother, Sylvia Mannanen, of Finnish descent, was a nurse. In this section, we'll be exploring career. She made her acting debut as a waitress in the 1973 British film The Final Programme. She is perhaps most well known for her role of Trillian in the TV series of Douglas Adams's The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. She has appeared in films including Superman 3, Supergirl, Stag Knight, Ready Player One, and The Batman. She has provided the American voice of Jemima Puddle Duck in the British animated children's television series The World of Peter Rabbit and Friends, the voice trumpets in the US dub of Teletubbies, Bitchin' Betty in the 1996 film Space Truckers, and Chico in Counterfeit Cat. She has made guest appearances on shows such as Philip Marlowe, Private Eye, Casualty, New Tricks, Holby City, Uncle, Doctors, and White Van Man. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding personal life and gain a fresh perspective. Dickinson married actor Peter Davison on December 26, 1978, and they were divorced in 1994. Together they composed and performed the theme tune to the Earth children's program Button Moon. They have a daughter, Georgia Tennant, who is also an actress. Dickinson married her third husband, another British actor and singer, Mark Osmond, on August 16, 2009. The wedding was filmed for Weddings, a reality TV show where four couples compete to have theirs voted the best wedding. Hers came third. Osmond is the lead singer of the band Bigger Than Mary, who played at the wedding. Her grandson gave her away. The wedding took place in Shepperton, where the couple lived at the time. Dickinson became a British citizen the same year. With her husband, she runs the Shepperton-based stage school Close-Up Theatre School. She was also an occasional guest panelist on the BBC quiz show Blank T Blank in the early years. As we enter this new phase, let's uncover the impact of TV on our broader topic. Year title role notes Early years Birds Eye Beef Burger TV advertisements, directed by Alan Parker, in the early years. 1975 The Tomorrow People Emily episode A Man for Emily. Her future husband Peter Davison played her on-screen brother. 1981 The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Trillian iconic TV series inspired by the radio series, first book, double LP and stage plays 2014 Uncle Susie TV series starring Nick Helm. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting film to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. Year title role notes 1973 The Final Program Waitress 1983 Superman I Wife 1983 The Lonely Lady Nancy Day 1984 Supergirl Pretty Young Lady 1986 Dead Man's Folly Marilyn Gale 1995 Balto Dixie Sylvia Rosie's Mother Voice 1996 Space Truckers Chin Betty Voice 2007 Stag Knight Fade 2009 Malice in Wonderland Mother 2009 Tormented Miss Swanson 2017 You, Me and Him Jury 2018 Ready Player One Old Boxing Woman 2022 The Batman Dory. Her film and TV roles include a Bird's Eye Beef Burger TV advertisements, directed by Alan Parker, in the early years. Emily in A Man for Emily in the Tomorrow People 1975. Her future husband Peter Davison played her on-screen brother. Trillian in the 1981 television adaptation of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Sandra Dickinson said in an interview in the making of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that when she heard that she had been suggested for the role of Trillian, she thought it completely mad. Sandra Dickinson was blonde and fair-skinned, and in the Hitchhiker book, Trillian is described as dark and looking slightly Arabic. However, during the screen test, Douglas Adams was sufficiently impressed with her acting skills that when Dickinson suggested Riley, "I've got to get my Union Jack lenses in, i.e. practice my English accent," Douglas Adams asked her to use her natural voice and accent. Dickinson later returned to the Hitchhiker's universe to play Tricia Macmillan in the 4th and 5th radio series produced by Above the Title for BBC Radio 4. A parallel universe version of Trillian, aka Tricia Macmillan, in the quintessential phase of the Hitchhiker's Guide radio series. Zelda in Cover, a 1981 drama series from Thames Television, set in a recruitment and testing agency for the spy service. Cameo appearance in the film Superman II 1983 as the wife of a man who puts a grapefruit in her face after seeing the size of a bill from Bloomingdale's. A year later, Dickinson made an appearance as a party guest in Superbill. The role of Nancy Day in The Lonely Lady 1983, adapted from the Harold Robbins novel. A cameo as celebrity actress Marilyn Gale in the 1986 Hercule Poirot TV film Dead Man's Folly. A guest appearance on one episode of the CITV preschool series Rainbow. Sally, a receptionist at a blood bank, in a 1991 episode of Boo's Tales from the Crypt series. Tina in the sitcom Appoint Children. Jemima Puddle Duck in the American dubbed version of The World of Peter Rabbit and Friends. Voiced Tog on Squeak. Additional voices in the Universal and Amblin Entertainment animated feature film We're Back. A Dinosaur's Story. Maggie in the 1996 Doctor Who BBC radio serial The Ghosts of N Space. Sylvie, Dixie and Rosie's mother in the Universal and Amblin Entertainment animated feature film Balto. The voice of Bitchin' Betty, the truck's computer, in the 1996 comedy film Space Truckers. The US voice Trumpets, in the PBS version of the original Teletubbies. Debbie Hall, a tourist who arrives in Holby City Hospital with her husband, who has been stabbed by a mugger, in a 2001 episode of the drama Casualty. Faye, the demonic owner of a paintball park, in the 2007 horror comedy film Stag Night. Lady Gloria Gransford in a 2009 episode of the BBC drama New Tricks. Miss Swanson in the 2009 British slasher film Tormented. Mother in the 2009 British fantasy film Malice in Wonderland. The voice of Grandma Tracy in the 2015 TV series Thunderbirds. Argo, the three evil bounty hunters Chico, Zaxos and Fugal in the British-Canadian Disney XD animated series Counterfeit Cat. Dory, the housekeeper of Bruce Wayne, in the 2022 film The Batman. She also revoiced some of the female voice trumpets as well as the narrator saying 1, 2, 3, 4, Teletubbies line at the start of the opening titles in Teletubbies for the American market. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding other acting roles and gain a fresh perspective. Dickinson and then husband Peter Davison appeared together in Doctor Who producer John Nathan Turner's production of the holiday pantomime Cinderella in 1983. They also appeared in a stage production of The Owl and the Pussycat and Barefoot in the Park, a London stage production from 1984, as a pair of American newlyweds adjusting to life in their new high-rise apartment. In 1997, she played Eunice Hubble in Peter Hall's production of A Streaker Named Desire at Theatre Royal, Haymarket. She played Queen Camilla in a Carlisle pantomime production of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 2007, and the following year played the fairy godmother at the Tangate Theatre, Barcelon's production of Cinderella, reprising the role in the 2009 Harlow Playhouse Theatre production of Cinderella alongside her now husband, Mark Osmond. From December 18, 2010 to January 9, 2011, Dickinson played the evil Queen Maleficent in the pantomime Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Corn Exchange in Exeter. From December 13, 2014 to January 4, 2015, Dickinson played Queen Whopper in the pantomime Jack and the Beanstalk at Exeter Corn Exchange. She played Debbie in White Van Man Series 1, Episode 5 Honest, first broadcast on April 12, 2011. The series stars her daughter Georgia Tennant. She provides many voices including those of Granny Jojo, Mrs. Johann, Felicity Parham, and the Cupcake Woman from The Amazing World of Gumball, and is the voice of Grandma Tracy in the 2015 Thunderbirds revival. In 2014, she understudied Angela Lansbury in the West End production of Blithe Spirit, co-starring Simon Jones, with whom she had worked on The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but she never got to perform Madame Arcady, other than in the public understudy run, as Lansbury did not miss a single performance. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.